And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. Well, Singy, today's starter has really struggled of late. He's been missing his spots and hitters. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. Pitching for the Cubs in this one, Pedro Martinez. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Ready to go now? Here's Shohei Ohtani. And that's through there for a strike. And we're underway from Wrigley Field. Hard hit left side. Whips it across, and they get Ohtani for the out. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Jackie Robinson stands in now and watches strike 1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Sosa makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
2 down, base is empty. Babe Ruth steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
That one hammered center field. That's back. Gone. All muscle to center field. It's 1-0. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there. No doubt about it. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of
here. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. That one missing inside. Foul tip into the mix, struck him out. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Wrigley Field and on the hill for the Dodgers, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What do you have on him, Chris?
Leading off.
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
That one off the mark. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
fouls one away, and now 3-2. And a base hit up the middle. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
John Birdie at the plate.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Tying run is at first here in the second and final game of the series. Yamamoto picks over. Corner back in on a dive. Another move to first. And he's back in that time as well. And that's disengagement number 2.
One ball. 1 strike.
Horner on the go. There's the ball. Throw to second. Tag. And they got him.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
And that curveball drops in there for a strike.
Well, he got away with the mistake right there. A curveball that backed up a little bit, stayed high in the zone. You won't want to throw that one again.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Judge getting an angle on it. They got it for out number 2. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, John Birdie.
And Boo, you and I were talking about him before the game. He's got good speed, and if you watch him in this game, he's that type of guy that's very smart. He doesn't have this just eye-popping speed, but he knows how to use it, and he's very intelligent on the base pass to get to the next base, to get around the bases, and ultimately score runs.
Willie Mays in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And it's fouled away. 2 out, space is empty. That misses the zone, and it's 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Outside low. It's 2-2. That's towards center. Outman has this one sized up and puts the squeeze on that one. And the inning is over. Here at Wrigley Field, here's Mookie now. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Martinez back to work. That clips the inside corner for a strike. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Look, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Next pitch misses way outside. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also could... Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He'll touch them all. And they boost their lead. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
James Outman now at the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And it's 0-2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the second. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And there's a ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here comes Max Muncy. High fly ball down the left field line. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Martinez goes 5 feet 11 inches, over 200 career wins, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
One out, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The next pitch misses, and the count 1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Willie Mays makes the play, and there's 2 down.
Batting 8, the second baseman, number 6.
Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Line to left. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit.
Batting 9, the catcher, Will.
Runner at first with 2 away. Will Smith to the plate. Martinez checks on first. Kim back in on a dive. Smith with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. There's a strike.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
2 outs. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. That's down and in. Next pitch is outside. Kim off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Horner over to first. 3rd out. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And it's 2-zip. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the power speed combo. Sammy Sosa.
Here's a bit of a scouting report on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He's athletic, has elite flexibility, kind of like you, Boog. He's got good strength, an ultra-fast arm, and exceptional movement patterns. He's tough on hitters, that's for sure.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. That one ripped left field. Hits the fence. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Kyle Tucker. And takes low for ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2.
No, that's a ball.
Betts. On to first, and Tucker is retired.
Batting six, the catcher, Joe.
And now, Joe Mauer. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Man at second. He's trying for third. Pitch misses inside. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. Bounce to the right. Smith gets it to first. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close.
Batting seven, the left fielder,
Now the left fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Runner at third, 2 away. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering misses down and away. Justin Turner in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
batting eighth, the first baseman.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's the veteran first baseman, Justin Turner. Off the mark there, and it's 1-0.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Ripped into left center for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and it's an RBI single and a 2-1 ball game now.
big RBI for him right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So 2 down. Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Crow Armstrong on third. Turner on at first with 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Next offering is downstairs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swings and misses. And the count is 2-2. And that's too high.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Nico Horner in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. On the ground to third. Zips it across, and Swanson is set down. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. And welcome back to the ballpark. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Ball one there.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
That one finds the zone, and a count 1-2. That one drifts inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So up next,
Now
Jackie Robinson.
left fielder,
He's
Jackie
0 for 1.
Robinson.
And a strike.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Pickoff throw. Ohtani back in. Shohei on the go. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
One ball, 2 strikes.
No outs. Runner on second. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out. Nice job behind the plate there. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Swanson tosses across the first. He's out.
The right fielder, number 99.
Here is Aaron Judge. Went down on strikes his first time through. And Judge spoils that one.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Judge waits. That's off the inside corner. And now it's even 1-1. And downstairs.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Next offer in there for a strike. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. No advance. Good job behind the dish. So the Dodgers leave 1, but they still lead it 2-1. Back here at the friendly confines, Nico Horner will come up to hit. That's in there. That's strike 1. And that's outside. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he went around. That's ruled a swing. Caught him looking for the K. John Birdie, the next Cub to hit. Flied to right his first time. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 1. Now a screamer into the outfield. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder,
Willie Mays digging in now. Fly to center his first time. Foul ball there. And that's outside. That one finds the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Two down, nobody on. Pitch is in the dirt. 2-2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. In plenty of time to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Cubs are down. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And strike 1 to Mookie Betts.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. It's still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
The 1-2. That's out to center field. Mays has it sized up. Nabs it. 1 down.
the center fielder, number 33, James.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outman. popped up. Birdie puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down. Here comes Max Muncy.
The third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field.
The batter, number 6.
2 outs, runner at first. And next for LA, Haesung Kim. 1 for 1 with a single so far. On the ground right side. The throw to first. And that will end the inning. 1 left for LA as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the right fielder, Sammy Sosa. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Cubs showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
So here's Kyle Tucker now, grounded out his first time. Edge of the zone, called a strike. And it's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
On the ground to the left. Muncy whips it to first on the run. On target. He got him. Nice play. And here's the catcher, Joe Mauer. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That one missed.
No strike.
Two outs. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Judge makes the grab, and that's the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Martinez back to work. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. Smith, 29 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. And that is out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Big knock center field. Around first, heading for two. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
One out, runner at second. And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Jackie Robinson. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
All over that one right there. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Babe Ruth. First pitch just misses. And there's a strike. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Tyson Miller up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Brazier getting loose as well. And that one fouled off. Ohtani, the runner at third. Robinson over at first with one away. Outside low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Martinez throws to first. Robinson dives back in safely.
Hands full.
Squirts away a little bit, but no advance from the runners. And they're all loaded up.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Pedro Martinez gives way, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. Tyson Miller taking over on the mound.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
So bases loaded with one away. Aaron Judge steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Now this one's well hit. Way back there. On its way and out of here. Grand slam. He unloads on that one, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you also got to give some credit to the guys ahead of them. Good at bats to get on base and really set the table for a very special moment in this one.
Here's Mookie now. He's already homered here in this one. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Gets under it and pops it up. Under it is Justin Turner to make the catch. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 2 in this one. That one's in there. 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
4 runs already in the frame, and we're at the top of the 5th. Laser could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Here's Muncy to hit. 1 for 2. That clips a corner. Runner at second, 2 down. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Runner from second scores as they add on. Muncy into second. It's a double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Here's the second baseman, Hesung Kim. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Fastball for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. Muncy on his horse around third. The throw in, it's off the mark, and he scores. It's 8-1. Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Tyson Miller won't go any further tonight. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. A new arm into the game, the righty, Jameson Tyle.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Fastball is outside. That one ripped, but foul. Kim, the lead runner, out at second. Smith at first, 2 out of the inning. And that one fouled off. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call. But 6 runs here in the inning and taken a close game and broken it wide open. Last half of the 5th. Back here at Wrigley Field, here's the left fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs. You know, these Cubs looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Clips the corner. That's strike 2. High in the air, out to right. Judge really on his horse for this one. Grabs it on the run. And there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Turner, batting with one down, takes a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And that skips in the dirt. The Cubbies with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5.
That's a ball.
The other way. He dives, but he can't make the catch. No throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. So a man at first. Dansby Swanson, the next to hit. 0 for 1 so far.
Swanson, former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff, but really coming into his own.
Called strike right there.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. Over to Ruth. And Swanson is set down.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Nico.
So the lineup flips over. So here's Horner now. Hit in the air, center field. Outman drops into the glove, and that ends the inning. Cubs leave 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton, top 6. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Jackie Robinson. On the corner for a strike. 0-1. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Ryan Presley up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Brazier getting cranked up as well. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Horner makes the grab. And there's 1 away.
The first baseman, number 3.
And now the first baseman, Babe Ruth. He's already homered in this game. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. In the air, left field. Crow Armstrong should have it. 2 away.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Aaron Judge.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1.
He's got 1 already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Judge rips that one, and foul ball. Right through there, got it. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and it remains an. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, John Birdie. And a pitch. Outside. 1-0.
1-0.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
That catches the zone for a strike, and the count is 1-2. And there's the ball. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Here's some real power at the plate. Willie Mays. He's a guy who does it all. And ball 1. High fly ball out towards left center. Robinson should have this one. Makes the grab. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 21.
2 down, base is empty. And here is Sosa to the plate. And that's a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Close, but called a ball. 1-1.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
That one way outside, and a count 2-1. On the ground to third. Muncy sends it to first. Inning over. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. That one misses. Ball 1. Drilled in the air out towards right center and makes the grab, and there's 1 down. James Outman digs in now. 1 for 3.
Outman.
And a base hit. Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now it's going to be Max Muncy. Right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. And now 2 aboard. In there safely.
Well, the left-hander at the plate, runner on first. There's a hole on the right side of the infield. And as a left-hander myself, this was easy money. Just hit the ball on the ground that way. Got a good chance of a knock and creating a 1st and 3rd situation.
Two on with 1 out. Now here is Hae-Sung Kim.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Fastball for a strike. Substitution now at first base. Coming in as the pinch runner, Chris Taylor.
Chris Taylor.
Ground ball could be 2. To second for 1. Over to first, safe.
The back, the catcher,
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. That's in for a strike. Kim leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Dodgers 9. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Shintaro Fujinami.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
There's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Fastball is outside. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. Fires over to first. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
catcher, Joe.
Now the Cubs catcher, Joe Mauer. Ground ball left side. Fires across the diamond. And a couple of quick outs.
The left fielder, number 4, Pete Crow Armstrong.
And up next for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
1-0.
And another ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Inside, just missed. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Fastball for a strike.
Okay.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Robinson makes the catch, and that is that. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic. Still swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Just missed it.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to walk that one back, no doubt.
Jackie Robinson getting ready to hit. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
The first baseman, number 3.
Man at first, and here's the first baseman, Babe Ruth. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. And there's a base hit to left. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Back-to-back base hits. I know. That was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Aaron Judge at the plate. That clips the zone. That's strike one.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
There comes an 0-2 to Judge. Pitch kicks away. And the runners will move up.
Now batting.
Mookie digs in here.
Dead.
And there's a foul ball. The Dodgers threatening. On the ground, Birdie slings it across, and that's the third out. Dodgers strand a couple, but they still hold a commanding 9-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And it'll bring up Justin Turner. Fujinami, 30 years old now, and he was born in Japan. Fujinami back to work. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
In the air out to center. Kim takes it in for the out. And there's one down. Wrigley Field, the second oldest active ballpark in MLB. It opened in 1914 as Weedman Park for the Federal League's old Chicago Whales franchise. And now it's Dansby Swanson. Has grounded out a couple of times.
Bowie gets a little tricky in the outfield here at Wrigley with the wind patterns from Lake Michigan. Better check which way the flags are waving when you put together your game plan.
And the next pitch is way outside. Way out front for strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. The Cubs with a lot of ground to make up. And that's in the dirt.
2-2.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. Smith gets it to first. And Swanson is set down.
Well, as a hitter, it can be kind of tough. You get a hard-throwing reliever that comes in the ball game. You don't know exactly what his pitches are doing, and that clearly blew him up on the hand, sawed off that bat. Tell you what, the bat companies, they're pretty happy when guys like this come in out of the bullpen.
2 outs, base is empty. Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. That's in there. Strike one. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They trail it big. It's 9-1. Back here at the friendly confines. All set to start the ninth in this one. And now the center fielder, James Outman. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's bad. Stretches out and holds it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Here comes Chris Taylor. Outside low, and that is ball one. This one in the air, right field. Sosa gets under it, hauls it in, and there's two away. Two down, bases empty. And now Hae-Sung Kim. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. That one the other way. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. Bottom of the ninth. Here's the third baseman, Kike Hernandez. Now in the game as he comes in as a new. Right fielder. Also into the ball game, Tommy Edman. He's in at shortstop.
Number 25.
New pitcher for the Dodgers, Evan Phillips.
And you know, bullpen guys. Can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Next offering way off the plate. And down on strikes. One out. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
And next for the Cubs, Willie Mays. First offering in the dirt.
1-0.
One down, base is empty. And there's the strike. Out there to center. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Next pitch way upstairs.
No, that's low.
That's inside. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. He'll circle the bases. Third home run of the season. It's 9-3. Singy, he just tied Jim Thome with his 612th career homer.
Jim Thome was one of the greatest left-handed power hitters of all time and couldn't be next to a better guy right now.
There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Tucker will hit next. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. This to third, Taylor. Cubbies with only one out left.
Now batting, the catcher.
So up now for Chicago, Joe Mauer. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. Just missed.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. And that's going to bang against the wall. Throws to second, and that's a 2-out double.
Well, he keeps the hitting streak going with that 9th inning knock right there, coming through under pressure, and not the ideal way to get the job done, Boog, but it works.
You know, only once during DiMaggio's famous hitting streak did he wait till the 9th inning to extend it. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and the best thing to do is get that thing out of the way early. No doubt about it. You can move on with the game. Otherwise, you start gripping the bat a little tighter as the game progresses towards the end.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Check swing, called strike. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Here's the throw to the plate. He beats it, safe. It's down 9-4. Runner at first with 2 away. And up next for Chicago, Justin Turner. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
The Cubbies down to their final strike. Foul ball still 0-2. Crow Armstrong, the runner at first with 2 gone. Got it, and that's the ball game.
After a couple of times through the order, this team really figured it out with the bats. A huge 5th inning, and that was all they really needed to get this victory today. Really nice job to pick up the W today.
9-4, our final score. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Schaumburg. We'll talk to you soon.